Hey guys, it's me. Just want to make a quick little video. Something strange that is starting to happen. My two worlds are starting to collide. And what I mean by that is that, most of you have been following my videos, so you know the whole story, that my transition got completely stopped when I got diagnosed with a recurrence of ovarian cancer. So the focus has been on, getting through the surgery, getting through the chemotherapy, and I have done that. And it didn't give me really a chance to mourn the loss of I was going to say mourn the loss of Brad. And the thing that's so cool about this channel for me is that you guys really see the Brad in me, and that's the first letter of my birth name, the name that I go by aside from this channel, begins with a C, and I thought, how appropriate is it? I've been signing things with C, Brad, and I couldn't decide at first if I was, going to use the name Brad or Braden. So, and I thought, wow, that's really cool how it writes, how it sounds, because it's so appropriate. You're the only people on this earth that can see the Brad in me. And so what happened was I've got another channel where I've dedicated it solely to the documentation of, to the documentation of my cancer journey, and it has taken off. I can't tell you how many people have contacted me and thanked me for doing the video, not to mention lots of women are asking me about how I got in the clinical trial and, my opinion about all sorts of things, doing chemotherapy, not doing chemotherapy, why their doctor chose to do this or that. So, it's difficult because men don't get ovarian cancer. So when I'm talking to these women, I don't think I even have to put into words what I'm feeling or thinking, because I think you guys get it. So anyway, so I am perceived by everybody in my life that I'm gay, and every now and then I'll say, if I were a man, I wouldn't be gay. I don't know, sort of as a reminder, but when you're perceived in the world as female, most of us know that prior to coming out as trans, you were known as a lesbian, which of course I never was, but it's the only way to describe a person who is female-bodied, who is dating a female. So what happened was, through my ovarian cancer channel, I've met some great people, and one of them or two of them are a couple, and it's been a really unique friendship. And so anyway, the person of the two who's the patient wants to Skype. So I said, yeah, that would be fantastic. So I forgot that my Skype, I've only Skyped with guys, well, one in particular, and you know who you are, one great guy and his girlfriend, and the name Brad is on there. So I'm sure that was kind of confusing. This is the new addition. This is the dog that was getting loose next door. Her name is Red, and she's a red miniature pinscher, just like my other one, only a little younger and a little more energetic, a little clumsy, and she's a scene stealer. Anyway, what was I saying? So she told me her Skype name, and I got online, and I sent a, sorry it's shaking, I'm in a chair. So I got online and I sent a Skype, and I couldn't, once I realized it because my friend, you know who you are, wrote me and said, oh my goodness, I saw your name, like your birth name, and it freaked me out, because I went back and I tried to change it, and it's changed, but, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to call you later. Isn't it weird how the phone doesn't ring until you try to make a video? So anyway, I can't seem to get Brad off of the, I don't know why, but off of the communications that I have with this gay woman. And in trying to change it, maybe it did, but when I look at it, it looks like Brad. And I know the first time it went out is Brad. So it was just freaking me out, because my trans man friend from YouTube Skyped me and said, dude, you freaked me out. And this particular guy does know my my birth name. So he was really cool about it, you know, but it was just like my worlds collided, you know. And I've been really careful to keep the two separate, because I know that I'm not going to be, you know, changing my name or doing anything else. I'm not going to be transitioning. Really, it's just, this is it. I mean, this is like the, you know, the end of the road for my transition. It's not gonna happen. And I know a lot of you have been wonderful and making all sorts of suggestions, and, you know, change your name anyway and all. You know, I think at 44, I have chosen for myself. It's just not something that, you know, it's like, to me, it's like asking me, you know, if I were a dog, for you to call me a cat. It just, you know, I just don't think it's going to work for me. So now I'm dealing with, you know, embracing where I'm at, and, you know, I go back and forth with that, but, you know, like the other day, I was playing with makeup, but I wasn't, you know, I know a lot of you have watched Carson's videos, and that really was inspiring to me, and I've done that in the past, and I just went ahead and I made my eyes really, really dark, and I punked up my hair, and I went out and I had a blast, and I didn't feel like, you know, I was being frilly or girly. I felt really cool, kind of rock and roll, more like that, and that was fun, you know, and just experimenting like that. But you know, I'm in a very different, unique situation, and I'm doing my best to deal with it. Today I was in the gym, and I've gotten some new medicine that is making me feel better. And I was in the gym, and even though I'm not making any hormones, and the levels of all my hormones are 0, I could sense that just working out, first of all, for a week and a half, I've already dropped some weight, you know, and I'm not trying to, you know, lose weight fast. I'm just working out, and I'm, you know, eating what my body wants, which is a lot more fruits and vegetables. I couldn't eat the fruits and vegetables when I was on the chemo, but anyway, I just noticed I started feeling better and stronger, and I'm looking forward to see, you know, what my body is capable of doing without anything, because I can't take anything. So anyway, that's what's going on in my world. My two worlds are colliding, and you know, we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you updated, guys. Thank you so much for all the wonderful comments and messages and questions and love and hugs and all that. So you guys be good, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.